Did you go live?
Yeah, I got it up to share.
Let's see. We are, and I'll put it on this. Uh-oh. This show's going live. Have a good show, guys.
Thanks, bud.
What do you get when you put two Minnesotans and a guy from Wisconsin together? Twist. The Week in Sports Talk. Get ready for some sports chatter where there's sure to be laughing, arguing, and maybe even crying. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Reeves, Matt Benz, and Greg Green Bay Bauman. Two Minnesotans and a guy from Wisconsin together. Twist. The Week in Sports Talk. Get ready for
Network.com, and you can find us anywhere there is a podcast playing. Also, our website, twistsportstalk.com. So we're going to kick off the show with John Zaghloul of Sports Talk Chicago. We're going to talk everything NFC North.
Yeah.
Let's bring him on. Let's get the show rolling.
All right. Jump in, buddy.
Jay-Z.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Not a problem. We're happy that you're here. So obviously the big thing is if you could go into what's up with ChicagoSportsTalk.com. Give the little plug in there.
Absolutely.
Sure. I started it when I was 13 years old, actually. It started as a free blog, got about 500 paid views one month. So then my dad said, let's make it a real website, bought the domain name. First month, only articles. Then I got into podcasting as well. And 7 years later, just turned 20 years old, still doing it today. The podcast is going strong. It's now on radio, too, in Chicago on WCKG, AM 1530 every day, 2 to 3 p.m. And so I've been doing that. Got some broadcasting stuff, too. Obviously, baseball coming up in a couple of weeks. We do a Midwest Collegiate League. It's a 16 league here in the south suburbs that are going to play. So I'm going to be broadcasting those games again. And, just happy that sports are starting to ease their way back in. I've been very lonely. There's been nothing to do without sports right now.
Yeah. He lost me when he said he's 20. He's going to be my kid.
It's crazy is that he's got the voice for this, so you don't get it. And John was actually featured on Sports Center. Why don't you tell Twist Nation what you were on Sports Center for?
Sure. It was last year in the Midwest Collegiate League. I was the broadcaster, and I'm still the broadcaster for the Crestwood Panthers. And on the last game of the season, my manager decided to call me out of the booth after the seventh inning. And he put me into the game to pitch in the ninth inning, gave up one run in one inning. We lost the game. The team was already 11-28 entering that game.
Ooh.
So the game meant nothing. There were no pressure, nothing involved. Put me in, and then I edited up the clip because we stream our games too via Facebook Live.
Sure.
Sent it into ESPN, and the next day I was actually at a funeral, and I get an email from SportsCenter saying, "Hey, we want you on tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, I don't know how to react here," and so I went on the next day. They let me go to their Chicago studios, remote setup, and I did that, and it was really cool. Something I'll definitely never forget.
Wow, legend.
So we want to make you our Twist Chicago Bears guy. So we definitely want to talk some NFC North. You guys have a little quarterback controversy going on there in Chicago. Who do you think is going to kick the year off for you guys? Is it going to be Foles, the Super Bowl winning champ, or Trubisky?
So that's a tough question. I've been talking to a lot of people on my podcast about this as well. And my personal belief is that game one, Mitch is starting. He's the incumbent. He knows the offense. He has a decent relationship with Matt Nagy. But I think that as the season progresses, I wouldn't be surprised if Foles suddenly gets the opportunity to start more and more games. Here's something interesting. I had Ross Tucker on a few months ago, and he mentioned this, and it stuck with me. Every year that Foles has succeeded, the Super Bowl year, the years he's come in for Carson Wentz, even beforehand, way back with the Eagles when he was with Michael Vick, he came in mid-season, and he succeeded. The years in which he started right away as the starting quarterback were the years that were the most forgettable.
Yep.
So I firmly believe that Trubisky will start game one, but I also believe that I think Foles will start more games overall when it's all said and done.
Interesting. Hot take.
I do like that take a lot, yeah.
That is good. It's good.
Either way, I'm sitting pretty as a Vikes fan. I'm not too worried about either of them.
Let's be realistic here. It's the difference between 5 wins and 7. If you're lucky.
Oh, that's a hot take. See, the typical Packer fan always saying that everybody in the NFC North is just going to tank.
Well, I'm from southeastern Wisconsin, so the Bears were our.
Nobody cares.
How many tight ends do you guys really need on your team this year? Let's be honest, John. You got 10. What are you guys doing over there?
I have no clue. I wish I could tell you. I mean, Adam Shaheen was a failed experiment. And for those who, there are a lot of people here in Chicago who still don't want to admit it. I mean, we have to admit it. It's over. I don't understand why a D2 tight end, some random guy, was supposed to be the savior for this team. It really, I still don't get that to this day. I'm very happy, though, with the Cole Kmet draft pick.
I wanted him back.
Notre Dame guy.
Yeah.
Right. He was talented in college. He's from the area. I think he's going to be the tight end of the future for this team. And I think this year what's going to happen is the Bears want to use a 2 tight end set for most of their formations moving forward. So I think you're going to see a lot of Cole Kmet and, of course, Jimmy Grant, who the Bears signed, I think it was to a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal with a player option.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be both of them starring for the Bears. And I think Adam Shaheen's going to have to do everything he can just to stay on the roster because, they've given him more than enough time. He hasn't produced. I think it's time to either prove yourself at this point or get rid of him.
Yeah, I can see him really probably trading him to the Pack because the Pack, they picked up Mercedes Lewis, who they think is going to be their saving grace, which, might as well go to the Goodwill section for the Packers and start shopping. It's okay, though. We'll give him a break on it.
So your first pick was in the 3rd round last year, and you guys got a running back by the name of David Montgomery. He was supposed to do big things, really turned it on late. Is it going to be more of him this year? I mean, how's that going to look from, us, like a fantasy football aspect? Yeah. Is he even draftable? What are your thoughts on how his production is going to look this year?
He better be utilized more this year because I think he's very talented. And last year, as you said correctly, horrible offensive line. The offense itself was just atrocious. They never really got their rhythm going. And Montgomery still almost had 900 yards. And he averaged around 4 yards per carry. And again, granted, knowing that offensive line the way it was, that's impressive to me. So I think this year, as with last year, Montgomery will get a bulk of the carries. So obviously, fantasy-wise, I do recommend picking him up. I'm sure I will if I get a chance to in my league. And at the same time, I feel like now we could start seeing more of his pass-catching ability being utilized as well.
Yeah.
And, you have him with Tariq Cohen, who is a secondary back as it is. I think the Bears could really utilize both of their talents. I mean, we saw a couple of years ago, Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen. Mm-hmm. That system worked very well. Why? Jordan Howard was a ground and pound back. He needed 250 carries per year, which he got.
Yep.
Cohen got around 50 to 100. He never actually eclipsed 100 carries in a season before Cohen. And that worked to the Bears' advantage. I mean, that was the year that arguably they should have made it to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the missed kick. So I believe that this year, if they can go back to that idea, if they can have Cohen kind of be a secondary guy, get him carries when necessary, and have Montgomery kind of be the all-purpose back, that he'll do very well. So I expect him to do big things here in 2020.
Is this it for Matt Nagy? His first year, he was kind of this prized possession there in Chicago, this innovative, younger, offensive-minded coach. And since then, he's really regarded as kind of a douche who can't seem to get things worked out there. I know it's kind of a tough hurdle for Trubisky to overcome when you look at Patrick Mahomes and you look at Deshaun Watson, and you got a team like Chicago that traded up to the second pick to get him, and he's been nothing short of a failure. So is this, for Nagy and Trubisky, is this the year? Otherwise, it's a whole new rebrand again in Chicago?
It's a rebrand, I think, in the sense for Trubisky. I don't think they're going to get rid of Nagy that quickly. People in Chicago tend to be a bit short-sighted on that. I mean, remember, it was only 2 years ago that the Bears were in the playoffs. They've kept coaches around here for much longer than they needed to, just because of, a certain year. So a lot of people still remember that year. The Bears defense is going to be good too. I think the Bears will give him more time. As for Trubisky, though, we already know the signals are out there that this is it for him. Right. They declined his fifth-year option.
Yep.
They brought in Nick Foles. After this year, and I've said this repeatedly on my show, unless Trubisky wins the MVP this season, the Bears better not pay him, and they better not re-sign him, because in my opinion, it's not worth it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And who do you got in the division this year? So we do have one of our hosts here is Green Bay Greg, and Matt and I are obviously diehard Viking fans. So we had to get you on to talk Bears. Who do you got taking the division this year?
That's a tough question. Right now, the top three teams that we all know about, right? It's going to be Packers, Vikings, and Bears. But the Lions out of there, we all know that they will have nothing to do with this division.
Sorry, Buck.
Yeah.
From that point, it comes down to performance. I mean, last year with the Packers, they kind of ran away with the division. But what's interesting, too, is that Matt LaFleur is supposed to be this offensive genius, and Aaron Rodgers actually did worse. And the offense did worse in year one under Matt LaFleur. Why?
Yeah,
the division was weaker.
Yeah.
So this division is so weird in that some years it's the strongest in football, and then other years it's super weak. So right now it's really hard to say who's going to run away. If the Bears defense plays like they did 2 years ago, I do think the Bears are going to win this division. But right now my pick would be the Packers or the Vikings, only because both teams last year did extremely well. My one caveat with the Packers is that their offense does need to improve. I feel like last year, again, was kind of an anomaly. There were weaknesses across the division. The Packers expounded on them and went to the division, won the division.
Right.
I feel like this year that weaker offensive output is not going to get the job done for them. And as for the Vikings, I thought Kirk Cousins manned up last year, winning that game against the Saints. So having a healthy Dalvin Cook is going to be important too. So it's probably going to be one of those two. But if the Bears defense, that's the biggest thing to me. That's the caveat. If the Bears defense can do what they did 2 years ago, and they have some sort of stability at the quarterback position, you have to watch out because they can also be a threat.
That's awesome. And once we get fired away and kicking off the NFL season, like I said, you're our go-to Bears guy, and we'd love to have you back on, John.
I'd love to be back. I really enjoyed it, guys, and I appreciate you reaching out. And, for sure, we'll do it again.
All right, appreciate it. Take care.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Well, there he is. You can find him on Twitter at John Z Sports.
Beautiful. Let's get to the headlines.
Yeah. You got some for us?
Some headlines for
What
us.
you talking about those headlines?
Yeah, so starting it off with the headline, 16 out of 302 NBA players test positive for coronavirus.
5.4%.
Thank you, Greg. Any player who tested positive will remain in self-isolation until he satisfies public health protocols for discontinuing isolation and has been cleared by a physician. NFL expects on-time start for training camps. The NFL has advised its teams to expect an on-time start for training camps next month. League Executive Vice President General Counsel Jeff Posh said Thursday. Jeff.
Where are you?
San Francisco Giants plan to display fans' images in the stands. For only $99.99, you can purchase basically putting your picture into the stand.
$99.99.
They have a fake you there than a real you.
Yeah.
That's for non-season ticket holders.
Oh,
Season
God.
ticket holders can already send in their image to keep their spots.
Okay.
Interesting take.
Neato.
I don't know how I feel about that. Stupid. Lastly, PGA Tour to be stricter about coronavirus testing and monitoring. Monahan stated, as we look at where we are now, I think we all need to remind ourselves that we're learning to live with this virus and we need to learn to live with it because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Great job.
Interesting take.
And you didn't even do numbers.
Second week in a row. I did last week either. I've really been working on it.
I could tell
I'm
you
really
did a-
trying to rebrand myself
You did.
without changing the name of our show.
Sure.
And
Shot at Buck.
Yeah, and
Boom.
and to walk
Still
around with
love
those
you.
arms.
Oh,
Man.
I'm telling
Someone needs a conceal and carry
telling
permit
you,
to hold
man.
around those weapons.
I'm telling you. So for the headline of the week, I
Ooh,
really
the
wanted
headline of
I
the
wanted
week.
to dip in to
Headline of the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So, Jazz Pelicans, Lakers Clippers to tip off NBA restart on July 30th. The NBA will resume with LeBron, Kawhi, Zion featured in a doubleheader to open the restart in Orlando, Florida. Got it?
Yeah.
Genius. I think from a marketing standpoint, that's perfect. You got to kick off with Zion. You got to kick off with LeBron. And then you got to have those two LA teams face each other right away because that's what we're going to see before the finals anyway.
And that's the nice thing, having only a few games left and then taking out the bottom feeders this year, is
Correct.
all the games are going to have, featured players. I looked at it and it was like every game was, the second last game of the season in the East that everyone's going to be looking at is Boston against Milwaukee. And that's, but it's the same thing over in the West. You don't have the bottom feeders. You don't have to deal with the Timberwolves this year, which is like dealing with trash.
You're
Boom.
right, which is why we, have the tied for the third best chance at the number one pick.
Yeah. But what people want to watch now are actual good teams.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So in the first game, okay, like obviously they're back-to-back doubleheaders. So you got Lakers versus Clippers, Jazz versus Pelicans.
Which one's first?
I believe Jazz Pelicans
You would
starts
think.
it off.
Yeah.
Just because you want the main event to be LBJ.
Yeah. Main event being
king.
LeBron. Did you see how the NBA didn't put the Greek freak in that? Zion's
Why is that, Greg?
Zion's more important to the NBA than the Greek freak.
Why is that?
His name is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well,
I
his
thought it
name's
had
the
to do
Greek
with the-
freak too,
I
right?
thought it had to do with the Milwaukee market.
Yeah.
That's all right. So, anyways, I wanted to do a fishbowl bet. I wanted to get some fishbowl bets for those of you that are listening or viewing and you don't understand what that is. We have a fishbowl that we fill up full of water.
Yeah, burr.
And we splash it into the face of the loser of our fishbowl bet.
Lahu Zahir.
So I've lost,
Yeah, thanks for explaining.
Yeah. Matt's lost. Greg's lost.
Yep.
and Mike hasn't.
I've not.
So I will go out and say, as a fishbowl bet, and I know they're not playing each other, but that in the first game, Zion will have more points than LeBron.
How are you not jumping on that, Mike?
No, it's for you.
I know it is.
So you're going to take it, right?
Wow. That'll be a double whammy.
What do you mean?
If you lose, you would not only lose your hero scoring less points than Zion, but
You
you get
gotta
water
take
on your
it.
face. You
I
gotta
don't
take
have
it.
to do
Why?
anything.
You a pussy.
Yeah.
So,
It's
man.
flat, plain and simple.
Yeah, I know.
Game one. You never know. Zion might not play in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, I'm taking it.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Book that.
Yeah.
Fishbowl
And
bets.
just to be clear,
Yeah.
Zion's my numero dos.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I believe it.
He is.
Yeah.
It's
You are
LeBron
such a
and then
front
it's
runner.
Zion.
Not even Cat anymore?
Z it up.
Cat's a bitch.
There you go.
God, you are such a front
So we
runner.
got a fishbowl bet. I'm excited for the NBA playoffs. Now I'm ready to learn something.
You better be ready to learn. It's time for a history lesson,
Yeah, let's
folks. RTF, Twist Nation. Here we go. Today in history, way back when, 1693, the first women's magazine, Ladies' Mercury, was published in London. Greg still has his subscription to good old Ladies' Mercury,
Shawing.
right next to his Kleenex and his lotion. In
Lumiderm.
1890, George Dixon becomes the first black boxing champ in the bantamweight. 1894, American Annie Londonderry sets out to become the first woman to bicycle around the world.
What a name.
Yeah, she completes her journey September in 1895, so it took her a year. 1917, first baseball player Hank Gowdy to enter World War I military service. I'm surprised I put this bastard in here. 1956, Brad Childress, American football coach, was born in Aurora, Illinois. Chili. Worst Vikings coach ever.
And that says a lot.
1959, players vote Henry Hank Aaron unanimously for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
1959, West Side Story closes at the Winter Garden Theater, New York City, after 734 performances. Greg, you still got your ticket stub?
Absolutely.
Thought so. 1979, heavyweight Muhammad Ali confirms that his third retirement is final.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Sounds like freaking McGregor.
1984, Supreme Court ends NCAA monopoly on college football telecasts. Good for them.
Yeah.
1988, Mike Tyson knocks out Michael Spink in 91 seconds in Atlantic City.
That's one thing. I wish I really would have been able to watch Tyson live.
It was awesome. I was 12 when that happened. That was awesome
He
to
was
see.
just different.
Yeah.
The memory of Greg that he just remembers his age and that he was eating
Well,
lean
he
cuisine.
went back in the good
and-
old days.
1990 NBA draft. Syracuse power forward Derek Coleman was the first pick by the New Jersey Nets.
Who?
We set out to design a stealth electric bike.
1994, Aerosmith becomes the first major band to let fans download a full new track free from the internet.
What song was it?
We barely knew what the internet was back in 94. 2001, oh, there we go, Iron Mike. Look at him go.
This is like the entire fight.
Look, he's done.
That's it.
Oh, this is round 3.
Was it pay-per-view or was it live?
No, well, you had to see it on pay-per-view. That was
There was pay-per-view.
Oh, he's trying to get up. He's trying to get up.
Showtime or HBO.
Oh, sure.
He's calling it.
Yeah, tap those gloves, homie.
Look at how fat that guy
It's
is.
a wrap.
Yeah, that's what they used to do. Used to be through Showtime.
And then he went to the top of the building and he released doves.
Yeah,
That's
this
what
is
he did.
this is the top 10 of Iron Mike here.
Watch.
Oh, see, this was HBO, so it wasn't.
Yeah, HBO 1.
Well,
Bop, bop.
See ya.
Night.
Oh,
Yeah. That's what we do here on Twist.
HBO
Give
1.
you clips.
yeah, I know. They
only-
still got about 15 of them. All right. He ain't getting back up. All right, let's move forward here. So we have in 2001 in the NBA draft, Glen Academy center Kwame Brown was the first pick by the Washington Wizards. He was a bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Big
was.
bust. Another bust in 2013. Anthony Bennett, the first overall pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yikes. 2017, tennis star Serena Williams poses pregnant and, most importantly, nude for the cover of Vanity Fair. All right, Greg's got that framed at home. Weird that you have the framed one of her pregnant. Is that some weird fetish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even knew she did that.
2017 bullshit. 2017, Mark Zuckerberg announces Facebook has reached 2 billion monthly users.
Nice.
Wow, that's a lot of folks.
That's how you control
Well, there's
the
a lot of
world.
people like you that have like 6 or 7 accounts.
You don't understand that that's how many people watch our show.
Yeah, billions.
2 million a week.
Billion.
2 billion
2
monthly.
billion a week.
Yeah,
That's almost 1/3 of the entire
We're getting
world's
there.
population.
that's what we're hoping for.
Share this.
You guys got some stuff to rant about this week?
First and foremost, share this before I rant.
Share it.
Share this.
Apparently, Matt's rant's going to be on sharing.
Oh,
our-
my rant's great.
Hit
Bring
that
it. I
smash
love it. Bring
button.
it. Yeah. So my rant this week is going to be on Yahoo Sports. What? Yahoo
Why?
Sports?
They do a great job.
Well, because they tried to put sports in their name. It's meant for Twist Sports. No, I'm kidding. Yahoo Sports published an article stating, this is their title: without fans, home field advantage in baseball will no longer exist. All that will exist, basically, in this article that they're talking about is park dimensions. That's the only thing that gives you the home field advantage, which is completely false. And I was talking to the guys about this earlier. You know, back in my heyday, you know, chucking the heat, bending the Benz bender right across the plate. I think I didn't. I did.
Okay, I believe you.
But on my home field mound, I didn't have to dig in as much. I knew how far I was going to drop when I was pushing off of the rubber. This is all things. Even as a hitter, you could see the ball better at home because your eyes are used to that backdrop of whatever is the backdrop. That's home field advantage. Just because you don't have the fans buzzing, this isn't, 3rd and 1 at the bank roaring.
Yeah.
This is
is baseball.
They're used to playing 182 games on autopilot. They don't know where they are half the time. So
they're eating peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
But you know where you are when you're at home. So that's that.
Yeah.
Yahoo Sports, put down the pipe.
Put it down.
Sober up.
Yahoo.
That's all I got this week.
Thanks, Matt.
No problem.
So go to CBS Sports or ESPN Sports or
twistsportstalk.com. Brilliant.
Perfect. GBG, what do you got for us?
All right. In the era of social awareness that we're all part of right now, where everyone's trying to get out there and, advocate for their own cause, there's really only two types of athletes. The LeBron James of the world, and then the Kyrie Irvings of the world. Here's the thing. The two worst things that LeBron James has ever done in his career were the decision and his stance on Chinese trade policies. You know what? Give
Nailed
the guy
it.
a break. So he wasn't altruistic in two different things. Big frickin' deal. Guy's been he's been like the paramount of what you got to look to in an athlete. Doesn't get into trouble, doesn't do or say anything stupid. Now let's juxtapose that with guys like Kyrie Irving or Colin Kaepernick. What are they doing? They might not be the best person to deliver the message. The message might be great, but they might not be the best messenger. Kyrie Irving thinks that the world's flat. Colin Kaepernick wears Castro shirts when he's going to go try out for the team in Miami. Maybe you're not the right person to be pushing the message. So you know what? Take a chapter out of LeBron James's book and do and say the right things if you're going to try to become a social advocate for important things. That's all I got.
I'm glad you joined the bandwagon.
Thank you for bringing up LBJ in such good light.
There's always a seat in the car for you.
I had to jump onto it real quick before you were just going to snap when I said LeBron. I'm like, I have to get into this real quick and say something nice, otherwise Mike's going to flip out.
I'm from like noon to 6 to noon right now.
Yeah, you did good.
All right, so my rant. What do you got going behind me now?
I'm going to give Blue for your hat.
Little Blue.
Yeah,
good old Blue. So mine is a call to action for everybody on social media, mostly white people. Shut the fuck up. Your opinions don't always need to be shared. There's a lot going on with social injustice, and people feel the need, white people feel the need to be posting shit all the time. Basically, I'm not racist and I'm not this or I'm not that. And it's, you need to learn the truths about other people before you're trying to start sharing your own. You can go on my Facebook right now. You know what you'll see? You'll see my kids and you'll see Twist. I have opinions, but I'm not sharing them on social media. What people really need to be focused about is living a life with integrity. Why don't you worry about helping out people that you don't even need recognition for? Why don't you surprise your wife or girlfriend or husband with dinner tonight? Why don't you take your kids out for a walk? Why don't you do things that ultimately, when the end comes and you're going to be judged by one person, and that's God, not Facebook, not Twitter, not Instagram, and the amount of likes and comments you get, just go fucking live a full life and shut the fuck up and stop clicking. Go. I want to see a picture of the dinner you made for your wife. I want to see a picture of the walk you went on with your kid.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And the only clicking you should be doing is sharing this show. Let's go. Reel it in. That was brilliant.
I brought my kids
that
to
was
work
brilliant.
today.
You did.
That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm sick.
Felt good.
Sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike hates white people.
I love that. Let's get it going here. You know what's next?
It's the game.
The game.
Oh!
Now, he put the sunglasses on. They both do.
I had to bring mine this week.
We have a brand new game this
You
week.
needed to bring them because you needed the mojo because I came back and swept
you
you.
did.
Because
Yeah,
I
you
came
did.
back and swept you under the rug.
I'm ready.
All right, it's a brand new game, folks, and it's called Head to Head. Ben's in Green Bay. Greg go head to head by... Oh, I didn't get him a piece of paper.
Oh, God.
I forgot to tell you need to write. You can type. All right, so Ben's in Green Bay. Greg go head to head by writing down as many answers to a specific question. The person with the most correct written down answers will win. Okay? So there's not going to be an actual time. I'm just going to say
Will he have enough time to see my answers?
he can't. He's going to be looking at a sheet of paper.
Okay. Brilliant.
Greg.
I'm not going to look at his. I have a feeling that he's going to be looking at mine.
Oh, here we go.
Twist Nation, you be sure. Make sure to why don't you press a little heart right now on the.
Heart it.
Heart it. Like it. When Greg talks, put the angry face.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Okay?
Run it.
So here we go. Our new game of head to head.
Yeah.
There's going to be 10 questions. All right? Question number 1. Write down the name of the characters from the show The Office. And here they go, folks. You can interact on Facebook, too. If you're watching live, interact. Why don't you just type in some of the names of characters from The Office, one of the best comical shows of all time. We're going to give them about 10 more seconds. 5. Pens down.
Damn.
All right, Greg, let's start with you.
I got 5. I got Michael, Jim, Pam, Oscar, and Dwight.
I have Dwight, Angela, Pam, Michael, Roy, Toby, and Jan. Point Benz! Let's go,
gets
baby.
it. All right. Good job, guys. All right, question number 2. Characters from the show Friends.
Ooh.
I do want to apologize, Twist Nation. I know you love it when Doge gets to play, but sorry, Doge, you're out this week. He can't write. He doesn't have any hands. Question number 2. Characters from the show Friends. Pens down. Matt, we'll start with you. Ross, you don't even get Rachel?
Not a big fan of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be point Greg. Greg, what do you got?
Ross, Rachel, Joey, Chandler, Monica, Phoebe.
Good job, Greg.
There you go.
As you should.
All right. Question number 3. Different colors of blue. Here they go. And they're off. Different colors of blue. I was surprised. There's a lot of blue out there. Again, if you are watching live, why don't you interact? Why don't you put your answers down? These knuckleheads can't see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. All right, Matt got 1 off there. Greg, we'll start with you.
Aqua, turquoise, royal, navy.
You got 4.
4.
Wow. Matt.
So I've got Navy, Royal, Dodger Blue, Baby Blue, Ford Blue, and Chevy Blue.
Those aren't colors.
Those aren't colors.
But they're a shade of blue.
No.
No.
They're colors.
Okay, so you don't want to take Ford or Chevy, but you're going to take the rest?
Or Dodger.
Or Dodger.
So what?
There's a baby. There's an Air Force blue. There's a Carolina blue.
There's a Ford Blue.
That's the color of a car.
But that's their blue.
Their own blue.
Dodger Blue.
They don't own the PMS for that.
I bet you they
Pantone
do,
matching
though.
system. No, they don't.
Thank you, Greg, for that. PMS, Pantone
All right. Greg
matching
takes her down with 4,
system.
right? You have 4?
I had 4.
He had
Okay.
4.
Yep.
Turquoise, powder, sky, electric, Air Force, baby, Tiffany, navy, royal, teal, sapphire, azure.
Zur.
Azure.
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 Yeah. There
Flippin'
you
A, I
go.
need to-
All right,
down
so Greg is
brass
up
tacks here.
2-1. Question number 4. We have 10 questions. Brand new game, head to head. Our co-hosts Benz and Green Bay Greg both have their pens, and they are ready for question number 4.
And just a big shout out before we get to question number 4. Our interview was
shit.
sponsored by Bricks Boatworks. Go ahead, plug him up real quick. He deserves a plug.
Or
He's
give
our
us the
top.
question and plug them while we're doing the
Go
answer.
Yeah, this whole show is brought to you by Bricks Boatworks.
Beautiful, as it should be.
For all of your boating needs.
I love it. All right.
There's the website right there.
Whole show is sponsored by Bricks.
Yeah, go to
Doesn't that sound good?
BricksBoatworks.com.
This show is sponsored by Bricks Boatworks.
Yeah, I love it. It's got a good ring to
All
it.
right,
Question number 4. States that start with M. States that start with M. 3, 2, 1, stop.
Minnesota, Maine, Massachusetts.
3 of them. Greg?
I got 3 too. I had Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri.
All right. Tie goes to nobody. Ties suck.
Point
Doge does get to play. These idiots can't even beat each other, so Doge gets on the board.
All right. So Greg's got 2. I've got 1.
All right.
Doge's got 1.
Doge has got 1. Question number 5. Leo DiCaprio movies. There's a lot of them. A lot of damn good ones, too. I'm surprised he only has 1 Academy Award. Unbelievable. I heard the other day on a radio station that, I'm not going to say the movie because that would give you one, but there was a total of like 568 fucks in it. Now that's my kind of movie right there. Pens down.
Go ahead, Greg.
I just have The Revenant, Titanic, and Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, so I have 4, but I don't know about the 4th. So I have Titanic, Basketball Diaries,
Yes.
Revenant,
Yes.
Gangs of New York.
Correct. Point Benz.
Oh,
That was a narrow one.
I feel like he's got like 28 answers, but
Yeah.
he's
not as smart as he looks. Question number 6. What do we got? 2-2?
2-2.
2-2-1.
2-2-1. Time zones across the United States. In 3, 2, 1, stop. Matt.
Central, Mountain, Eastern, Pacific.
Those are all 4 correct.
You got the 5th?
Newfoundland is the 5th one, it's called.
That's incorrect.
Well, they're,
Not in the United States time zones. There's not a Newfoundland time zone.
it's the one further east. But yeah, I have all those as well.
So tie.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-way tie
Doge!
with Doge,
All right, point Doge.
Benz, and Green Bay Greg. All right.
7?
Question number 7. 3-way tie. Any Lakers players of all time. Go. Why do you shake your head? Any Los Angeles Lakers, formerly the Minneapolis Lakers, players of all time. And 3, 2, 1, pens down. Greg finished one off.
So I've got Magic Johnson,
Yep.
Rajon Rondo,
Yep.
Anthony Davis,
Yep.
LeBron James,
Yep.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Yep.
Kobe.
There you go. So that's
that's
6.
I have 8.
Oh.
Faster pen. That's what he gets.
Magic, Kareem, Wilt, LeBron, Ball, Kobe, AC Green, Bill Walton.
There you go. Greg takes it. 3-2-2 with 3 questions remaining. All right. Question number 8. Types of seafood. I love seafood. Daddy could go for some shrimp right about now. Put another shrimp on the bobby. Types of seafood. I don't like fish, though. Something fishy with that shit. Give you guys about 5 seconds. And down. Greg, start it off.
Shrimp, cod, walleye, lobster, crab, oysters, tapia, and northern.
Killed it.
Walleye's not a seafood. That's freshwater fish.
They said seafood. He didn't say ocean.
I said seafood.
Seafood is in the sea, Greg.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, can you, even if you took it off, you got quite a few. Can you even
How many
compete?
you got?
8.
Yeah, we got 5.
Okay, so point Greg. 4-2-2 with 2 remaining.
Just throwing out anything in the water.
Doge and Matt can tie. And I don't have a tiebreaker, but I'll come up with something. You know I will. Question number 9. Presidents of the U.S.
He's going to crush me.
Oh, my God. He gave up.
He knows them all. I know he knows them all.
I was going to do them in order.
I know he knows them all in order. It's no.
Well, we got a quitter and we got a winner.
Good job, Greg.
Green Bay Greg.
Good job, Greg.
Congratulations.
You threw that one in there for him. He would have walked off with that.
Yeah,
one.
but I threw one in for you too. Fast food chains.
Oh, thanks for giving me that. Whatever.
All right. Good job, Greg. Good job.
Fuck right on.
New game.
That was hilarious.
That was a good one, wasn't it, Greg?
I was 6 deep in order.
Head to head.
Good shit.
All right. Well, good job, Greg.
Thank you. It's good to be back on top. I should get a ring for this.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
You run out of
I
fingers.
win almost every week, Greg.
Please.
Congratulations.
So now we're going to get into the segment of Say What.
Say what?
Beautiful.
Brett Favre. Kaepernick similar to Pat Tillman. Here's his quote. I can only think right off the top of my head, Pat Tillman is another guy that did something similar, Favre said, and we regard him as a hero, so I'd assume that hero status will be stamped with Kaepernick as well. Say what?
Greg,
Yeah.
what's up?
This is quite possibly one of the dumbest things Brett Favre's ever said, and he said a lot of stupid things.
He was wearing his Packer jersey, not his Vikings.
Okay,
just
for the love
everybody
of
out
God,
there.
Pat Tillman is a hero. Pat's brother Kevin is a hero. They joined the Rangers and walked away from professional careers. Colin Kaepernick is a guy who has a great message, but he's not the best messenger, and for the love of God, he's not a freaking hero.
Right.
You know, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't want to insult Colin Kaepernick because it's a good message. But for the love of God, there hasn't been another athlete before or since that comes up to Pat
It has
Tillman.
nothing. It has nothing to do with
Yeah.
Kaepernick and what he's. It's the fact that Pat Tillman died for his country.
Yeah.
Right.
He's literally a hero.
And did you see this other part that Favre said?
No.
He said, it's not easy for a guy his age, black or white, Hispanic, whatever, to stop doing something that you've always dreamed of doing and put it on hold, maybe forever, for something you believe in.
Put it on hold.
So he stopped his NFL career
Yeah.
and put it on hold.
Clearly,
Because
Brett
he
said
wanted
it.
to do something for which he believed in, but what was he wasn't even really being an activist after he left until more recently.
Yeah, it's
Maybe behind the scenes, but he wasn't using that platform that he had at one time to spread a message.
32 teams put his career on hold when they didn't because he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Brett, why don't you just go do another Wrangler commercial?
Yikes.
Go cut some more grass.
All right. Well, that's enough of the say what. What an idiot.
Yeah.
Let's get into our next segment.
Oh,
The bets, baby.
Nice.
the bet of the week. Oh, yeah. Coins
It's the
clanking.
bet of the week.
Yes,
As it
it is.
should
So
be.
we're going to go over last week's bets.
Please do.
First and foremost here. So I'll start with me. I'm 0-2. This rarely happens. So my lock, Liverpool, who's 27-1-1 going against Everton, number 12.
Manchester lost last week?
No, Manchester United won. I had Sheffield United as my sleeper.
Holy cow.
But Liverpool draw. They had a draw.
Oh.
So my lock tied.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, you fucking pieces of shit. English Premier League. I definitely didn't pick that stupid sport. And then Greg and Ben's both at 1-1. Greg, if he wouldn't have picked Jim Miller to knock out Roosevelt,
I got cocked.
he would have won because Jim Miller did win, but he won by submission.
That was the other fight. That wasn't the Ruski.
No, the Ruski
Yeah,
lost.
he took it on the chin.
And Curtis Blades with the victory. So Greg 1-1. And Ben's
gets me
sleeper.
every
Yeah, the Ruski.
right.
Alexander Volkov.
Ben's sleeper lost, but Kyle Busch, the GOAT,
Finished within the top 10.
finished within the
That's
top
a great
10.
Was it like
bet.
ninth?
Yeah. But still
So
covered the spread.
1-1, 0-2.
Sure.
And we'll, why don't we just go right down the line?
Okay.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
All right. So this week, I went with the UFC, not the MMA,
Yeah.
Greg, the UFC.
Yeah.
My lock, I have Dustin Poirier
Oh,
defeating Dan Hooker,
the southpaw.
that dirty little slut. Dustin defeating that whore Hooker, okay? And my sleeper, I got Kyle Daukaus defeating Brendan Allen. So
Oh.
Dustin and Kyle for the wins to hopefully get me back
Usually when we're in the same leagues,
We're picking the same
picking
game.
the same. We didn't.
Nice.
Interesting. So my lock this week is going to be the welterweight division. That's going to be Mike Perry.
Ooh.
Are you writing this down?
I am.
Mike
This is your
Perry,
lock.
Yep. Defeating Mickey Gall.
Mickey
Anybody
Gall.
with the name Mickey should jump off the nearest bridge.
Why? That
I don't
was,
know.
That was the name of Rocky's trainer.
That's a movie, Greg.
Poirier versus Hooker right here. He's
you
got
go.
his fucking mask on like a douche.
There he is. All right, so Mike Perry defeating Mickey Gall.
Mickey Gall.
Gall, whatever the fuck. And then
How's
Mike,
it spelled?
G-A-L-L.
Oh, it's
That's
Gall.
Gall.
Yeah.
Gal is one
You
L.
got some Gall.
There you go.
Brilliant.
All right,
My
so there's your
sleeper-
lock. Sleeper.
You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Jin Yu Fry
Jinyu Fry.
defeating Kay Hansen in the straw weight.
Oh, the
Couple
jiu-jitsu.
broads out there just
Jay
throwing it
Hansen.
around. Yeah.
Jin Yu Fry.
Jin Yu Fry is actually like 30 years old. And she's going against Kay Hansen, who's a 20-year-old.
Okay, they're chicks. Couple of broads.
Couple of broads, I said. Yeah.
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 Fighting over a tampon.
So, God, why do you... There you just went right up. There goes our demographic.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say,
Jin Yu Fry, you got my vote.
All right.
Brilliant.
Mike Perry and Jinyu Fry with the wins.
Yeah.
GBG.
I'm going Spanish Premier Soccer.
Oh,
here we
God.
My lock is going to be Osasuna over Legantes.
Oh, my God. Can you
He
repeat
took
that?
German in high school.
Osasuna, Osasuna, over Lagunas,
Defeats.
Leganes.
Laguna Beach?
Yep, that's my lock. And in my upset, this is going to be. We're talking 1980 U.S. hockey team type upset.
Yeah.
Alavantes over Atletica Madrid
Oh.
in the upset of the century.
Elevates.
Yep, Alavantes over Atletico Madrid.
That's an
All
interesting
right.
take.
We're talking 50 years of upsets. This is going to be number one over USA or the Ruskies.
Perfect. All right, so we got our bets locked in. Now, I have told the guys this week, I added a new segment to the show.
Yeah, you did.
We're going to get outside of the sandbox of sports once a week, and we're going to do a bracket type deal. So because of last week, we did a fantasy football superhero draft, which Twist Nation voted for and elected my team the winner.
I only saw one vote
I
for
was
you,
gonna
one
say-
vote for me.
Phil voted for me, too.
Oh, here we go.
I had a lot of people telling me my team was my.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
See,
Sorry.
He had a lot of people telling him that because they don't go on social media
Yep.
because they don't understand.
Mom
social
and
media
dad
like
texting you, great job, Greg,
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Or
so,
Connor letting you know that your team was the best.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
as he
because-
should say that.
Yeah,
He's your
well,
son.
you lost.
That's a rig.
You lost.
You didn't even have superheroes.
So we're going to do the ultimate superhero bracket
Yeah.
where we're going to name the champ, okay?
All right.
June Madness.
So over in the heroes bracket.
Yep.
We got in the number 1 seed Batman versus the number 8 seed The Thing. So it's going to be a 2-1 move on. We're just going to fire through them.
Batman.
Oh yeah, you gotta go Batman.
The Thing.
No,
Okay, 2-1. Batman.
Batman.
Batman moves on.
Wow.
I'll give,
gonna continue.
I'll give him the first round.
He's gonna go dancing. He's dancing right now.
All right. The Hulk versus Iron Man.
I'm going Hulk.
Hulk.
I like Hulk.
All right.
That's a unanimous. That's a sweep.
All right, we're going to keep moving down. The Flash versus Thor.
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 Yeah, you gotta go Thor on that.
Just because he's a god, I'm gonna throw out a vote for Flash.
Okay, just to say you did.
Yeah, just to say I did.
That's fine. But Thor moves on. The last bracket in the heroes is the Wolverine versus the Green Lantern. Now, this is a
Wolverine.
good one.
Wolverine.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Oh, the Wolverine though.
He can't die, but
Right.
Green Lantern can do a bunch of magic, and he's an
Yeah,
alien.
He can fly and shit.
Greg just likes him because of Ryan Reynolds. That's the only reason.
All right, let's move over to the villains.
Ooh, my end of the.
We're gonna do
bargain.
the
I
top.
like
We're gonna
this.
do the top brackets first, and
Yeah.
then the bottom. So top bracket of the villains.
number 1 seed.
Joker versus Mystique.
Oh, you gotta go
Joker.
Joker.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Mystique.
you would.
Joker is. Mystique is a freak, man. She's supernatural,
Yeah, but there's been like 15 different Jokers.
You gotta pick the
and
right
they're all
Joker.
human.
You got to pick the right Joker.
That's fine. I got outranked.
Ledger.
Ultron versus the Dark Phoenix. I just watched this fucking movie last night. Dark Phoenix.
I'm going Dark Phoenix.
Me too. She's a bad bitch.
Never heard of it. I'll go Ultron.
Dark Phoenix it is. Venom versus Darkseid.
Oh, Venom. My son
Venom.
keeps wanting me to watch that.
Lex Luthor versus the Red Skull.
Luthor.
I like Red Skull.
Gene Hackman.
Oh my God! All right, let's
Dating
keep moving
yourself
down
again.
to the Asgard region.
The what?
The what?
Guard your ass region?
Asgard region. Magneto versus Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Magneto.
Magneto.
Are you kidding me?
Ra's al Ghul versus Kingpin.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al
That's a
Ghul.
great name.
Yeah, it
What the
is.
hell are we talking about?
The Asgard region.
What the hell is Asgard?
To guard it.
It's Thor's home.
Got it.
Loki versus the Green Goblin.
Oh, Green Goblin.
Loki.
Loki.
Loki's
He's low key.
he's in the weeds.
Doctor Doom versus Galactus.
Never heard of either.
Doctor Doom.
Doom.
Sure.
Fantastic Four.
All right, let's move over to the Krypton region of the heroes.
This is right up your alley.
This movie.
Superman versus Professor X.
Oh, Superman.
Professor X.
Professor X.
Yep.
You're having Superman lose in the first round.
He's
Professor
controlling
X
his
can.
mind,
Thank
Greg.
you. He just had him laser his own penis off.
He's controlling
Who
his
seeded
mind.
these?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Superman was the 1 seed, and he just got upset in the first round by the X.
Yeah.
You knew the rules. 2-1. Superman
Yeah.
down. Wonder Woman versus Daredevil.
Wonder Woman.
Daredevil.
Wonder Woman.
Are you kidding me? Ben Affleck?
Captain America. And hey, I feel bad for Daredevil going against Wonder Woman because he's blind and can't see that fine ass. Ooh. Captain America versus the Catwoman. Meow.
Oh, Captain America.
Captain America.
Captain America
Yep.
sweeps it. Spider-Man versus Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I like Spider-Man, but I like Deadpool too.
You got to pick one.
Yep.
Spidey.
Yeah, I knew he was going that route. It's Deadpool.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Moving on, we got Batman. This is the Gotham region of the heroes. Batman versus Hulk.
You got to go Hulk.
Yeah, Batman's no match.
Thor versus Green Lantern.
Thor.
Down to the Krypton region. Professor X versus Wonder Woman.
Professor X.
Professor X.
He's walking right to the final four.
Captain America or Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Oh, Captain America.
Deadpool.
Wow.
Captain America's, he's human. He's just beefed up. All right, so let's move over to the villains in the Metropolis region. We got Dark Phoenix going against Joker.
So hold on.
This
Before
is
we
for the
vote
Sweet
on this
16.
One, what's Dark Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix is part of the X-Men.
Okay. What's she got? Or
She's
he got going
she's
on?
Jean, the one that
Oh, Dark Phoenix then.
that
it's a
Wolverine
wrap.
loves. It's Jean.
Her versus Professor X in the finals.
We'll see. All right, so Dark Phoenix moves on. Venom or Lex Luthor?
Venom.
Venom, correct. All right, Magneto or Ra's al Ghul?
Magneto.
Mag moves on. Loki or Doctor Doom?
Doctor Doom.
Loki.
I'm going to go Loki.
All right, we're getting into the thick of it now, aren't we?
All right. We are in the Elite Eight. Hulk or Thor?
Thor. He's a god. All you have to do to beat up the Hulk is just not get him mad, and then he's just Bruce Banner.
I'm agreeing. Thor moves to the final
Whatever,
four.
Craig.
Deadpool or Professor X?
Professor X.
I'm going Deadpool just because the movies are so funny.
I'm going Deadpool with you, too.
Oh, there goes my guy.
Yep. Deadpool moves on to the final four.
A lot of people say Greg looks like Deadpool.
Yeah. I'd get that. You said you look like Ryan Reynolds.
Post-accident.
Yeah, after the accident. He's all fucked up. All right, villains, Metropolis region. We're fighting to get to the final four. We got Dark Phoenix going against Venom.
I like Venom.
Dark Phoenix.
Venom. Oh, man. Asgard region. We got Magneto taking on Loki. I'm going Loki.
Yeah, Loki, that's...
So we got the brothers, the Asgard brothers, both in the final four. Could they meet in the championship game? Let's find out. We have Deadpool going against Loki.
Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Wow.
There you go.
I would have
had to
gone
break the
Loki.
chains. I had to break the chains.
Deadpool is going on to the finals. Who will he face? We have Venom versus Thor.
Thor.
Thor. And Thor versus Deadpool. Who's going to be our ultimate superhero bracket championship? Thor. Thor it is. God, he's a good-looking dude, too.
He looks like me.
Oh. Wrong. All right, cool. Well, our first bracket winner. You are working on it. I'll see you Monday.
Yeah.
Thor is our superhero bracket champ.
When you get down to your target weight, you got to get to your target height. I don't see that happening.
How do you know Chris Hemsworth is even tall?
God, he's a god, too. That man is
He's
gorgeous.
a very good-looking man.
All right. Well, superhero bracket down. Time for some topics. Twist style.
Yeah?
Thinking so.
Go ahead.
Put your hands together for the twist topics of the week. Twist topic number 1.
All right. Twist topic number 1. Deshaun Watson reportedly pushing for a 3-year extension. Is this the right move for him?
I would wait until Patty resets the market and make more money. But, I mean, I don't know why 3 years. Everyone else is shooting for the 5. So maybe he just wants to get as much money up front as possible and get back on the market in 3 years. Maybe that's why.
Right. The reason why he wants to is because he can grab $105 million, fully guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then at 30 years old, he can get another big bag. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
because he's so young.
He is young.
It's
so
essentially
young.
what LeBron did for years.
Sure,
shorter contracts where you're getting more money. No, I get it. It's a good idea.
But for me, I'm telling him no. Don't get an extension. Wait to see what your team is going to do to build a team around you, and then determine it in free agency.
The thing with Deshaun is he's going to get a big bag anywhere. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Bill O'Brien? Oh, my God. He's ruining that franchise.
Burning the
be there
place to the
next year.
ground.
Oh, but what he's done for the future over the next 3 years is horrible. Go.
Brought in David Johnson, though.
It's the bet of the week. That's where he
Crickets.
put all his money in.
Crickets.
Oh, God. All right. So,
Twist topic number 2.
the Knicks to interview Jason Kidd. Would this be a dream marriage?
So, did you hear about why?
Well, I heard one of the reasons is because he's still close with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Greek Freak.
Yeah. Which
So Giannis stated he's a big part about Jason Kidd. He said he's a big part of my success in the league. I'm loyal to the people I work with. I love him as a person. I care about him as a person. I didn't even know how the NBA worked. He trusted me. He put the ball in my hands. He pushed me to be great. That's out of
That's a cute story.
Giannis's
Yeah.
mouth. But it ain't happening.
I was going to say, there's
You know what else is coming out of his mouth? Greg's dick.
L's.
No, I mean, the thing is in the NBA, you make so much more money by signing that Supermax that if he's going to leave, it ain't going to be to the worst fucking team in the league.
Yeah. Good luck, Greg.
No, I'm saying if Giannis does leave, it ain't going to be to New York Knicks.
Well, look at what happened with Brooklyn.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they turn
What
it
do you
around.
mean?
They have a good GM and a good
What do you mean?
coach.
exactly. They also have a great owner, a great GM, and a great coach.
Yeah.
They don't have the
True.
worst owner in all of sports.
By far.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's actually important.
I completely understand.
So if dipshit sells the team,
Yeah.
then maybe sure.
Agreed.
Twist topic number 3.
Andre Drummond pick up option to stay with the Cavs. I have here, what's he thinking? It should be what's he snorting,
Well, I'm going to
drinking,
tell you, what he's
smoking.
thinking is he's got about 28.7 million thoughts going through his head. That's the big thing.
That's a whopper.
Also, you got to think about, it's interesting because they were saying how Tristan Thompson, right?
Right.
Solid fantasy basketball player, right? Always stays consistent. That's Andre Drummond's backup. He's a free agent at the end of this year. So that's interesting with Andre picking up that option. Many think that Tristan's gone.
He's going to wherever Chloe's
But
at.
now, I don't know. Are they even still together? I don't
Chloe
watch
doesn't
that
even look
shit.
like herself.
No, she's on meth.
She's a
But
fox.
anyways, then you've got the squad right behind him. So you've got Kevin Love, senior citizen. You've got Larry Nance. What is it?
Yeah, Larry Nance.
Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you got Darius Garland and Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
So, interesting. A lot of youths.
This is way too much time to spend on the Cavs.
A lot of youths.
You shut your whore mouth.
Cleveland!
Here's the reason why I took the contract. Because the amount of money they were offering him was significantly more than any other team. End of
He didn't
conversation.
get any other offers.
That's the point.
No,
So he
it's
wasn't-
because you pick up that option because,
I take $28 million and just chill for
Yeah.
a year because
Plus-
he's gonna get a fat contract
Yeah.
offer.
and plus, you don't understand. Oh, I like that funky-ass beat. That's a funky-ass beat. All right, so also, we've got to realize that you don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years.
Yeah, take your money and run.
Right.
That's
'cause
why
does
Dak signed.
28 mil.
Does NBA have a cap?
I could just take that.
No?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're capped.
so that might shrink.
Yeah.
Because of what happened this season and what could happen next season without fans. So he's like, I'm taking the 28.7. You guys can figure out your own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the money and run.
Which is why Dak did it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Always take the money.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Twist topic number 4.
So the MLB got approved for a 60-game season. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Bomba!
That's a word.
That's all you need to know.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Greg.
I guess 60 is better than nothing. I mean, 60-game Major League Baseball season.
60 games in 67 days.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, granted, 162 games is played in 183 days, so it's the difference isn't that much. But at the same time, it's just ridiculous. You're not going to get a true representation of who a team is.
Right, that's going to be the best part. Because you're gonna see, well, it's not gonna be the Twins, but you're gonna see great teams that just shit the bed.
Yeah.
And they're screwed.
Yeah, teams,
They're
typically
screwed.
need a while to get going. And
Yeah, it's like you're going to start the season and like a week in, it's going to be the trade deadline.
Or you get Aaron Judge to be in a slump to start off the year. It's gonna be like, oh my god.
Well,
Is he
luckily
not the
the
same
Yankees have plenty of
Hey,
people.
Oh, yeah.
But
30-day
But I'm saying-
DL, it's half the season.
That's what I'm saying. It could really hurt baseball, but they've already shot themselves.
just give us sports, right?
Yeah, it's going to be great. The Twins are going to win the pennant. 15-1 odds in Vegas right now.
All right. On to the
That's
next
like
one.
fourth. Didn't see your Brewers there.
Twist topic number 5.
Tom Brady and the Bucks are working out despite the virus and the NFLPA advising against it. Is this the right move for Tampa Bay?
Yes.
It's the right move for Tampa Bay Bucks. Is it the right move for like Florida right now? I think they just had like 9,000 cases in a day. Right?
But let's not forget, these are the finest trained and athletes in the greatest condition of anyone's
Right.
life.
I understand that.
If they get it, they're probably going to be sick for a couple of days. And are they willing to take that 1 in a million chance that they might come down with it the way that a 80-year-old person would? Yeah, they're willing to take the chance.
As Kirk is like in a bungalow somewhere
Oh, God.
off the coast of Costa
I just
Rica.
it's not against the rules. The NFLPA just says maybe not, guys, and
We
Tom
don't
Brady's like,
recommend
fuck you.
Well, I know. It's like, how about you don't film it?
Yeah.
Well, no, and
We're all doing it.
And everybody
The
else
Chappas-
understands, like, right now, I would love for Kirk Cousins to be working out with Jefferson.
Oh
I
God.
would love for these rookies or these new guys, Tom Brady working out as a new guy, trying to mesh with his teammates.
As he should
Brilliant.
be.
As he should be.
100%.
All right.
I mean, we're 3 guys who are just having fun, and we're not 6 feet away from each other.
Yes, we are, Greg. It's just the screen.
I have plexiglass up, Greg.
Well, that's all I got for you today, Greg. Are you going to end it with your final thought?
Yes, thank you. So last week, Friday, was Juneteenth, the day where slavery was officially celebrated as ending. And what I saw a lot of was people complaining because it actually ended a year and a half before. Let's not just find things to complain about, people. Let's be happy with what we have and go with it. I mean, Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. He was born in June. But it's represented on December 25th. Why?
Greg was there with his frankincense and myrrh.
Exactly. Point is that, you know what? Because of the unfortunate events that happened, people now know what Juneteenth is. So let's not complain about its origins. Let's celebrate it for what it is, which is a great day in history and a representation of what's to come. No more slavery. So let's just not live in a society where we're just complaining for the sake of complaining. Let's celebrate for the sake of celebrating.
Thanks, Greg.
Beautiful
Gabe, let's
thought.
fire up that D McCash to end the show.
D-McCash.
Well, thank you again to John, Zaghloul.
Yeah.
For coming on.
It was great.
Thanks you, Bricks Bulwarks, for sponsoring the show.
Bricks, we love you.
RTFSportsNetwork.com, TwistSportsTalk.com. That's episode 30 in the books.
TCN, Twin Cities Network. Like it on Facebook. Get with it or get lost.
Yeah.
Twist Nation. We talking sports with a twist, no script. Legends coming through on the guest list. TC, Minnesota, land of the lakes. Boo, Green Bay. That's all I gotta say. Yelling skull with the woes, you know we don't play. We get wild every single day. We got our flaws, but we love our saints. Twist Nation, going like our page.